Hi everyone, welcome to MarikaCreations. Today I'm actually filming from our spa. We're so close now and I can't wait to show you how it all turned out. Today I will share with you 4 DIYs made out of wood. 3 of them for this spa. So stay tuned for this. For my first DIY, I will make, with the help of my hubby, a bench. We start with the bench here and he's working the chainsaw. I don't dare to do that. I have not picked up enough courage to do that. So he is making 2 pieces, same size. That will be the legs of the bench. It will be a very rustic bench. And on just above that bench we will make a shelf with some hooks so you can change your clothes when you're in the spa. So I am sanding off these 2 leg pieces, the beams, so they are really nice and smooth. Hubby is rounding the edges on the woodboard that will be the top of the bench. I have 2 pieces the same size that will be part of that shelf I was talking about. So sanding them off as well. This video is part of the What Would You Make challenge hosted by Zaina at OK at Home DIY and Connie at Connie's Creative Creations. And their guest host for this month is Brenda at Rustic and Lace DIY. Down in my description box you will find links to their channels. You can go and check them out later, and also a link to the playlist of this challenge for more woodwork ideas. So now it's time to attach the top to the legs, and I am measuring where we want the screws to sit, and we're going to use very chunky screws, but we want to sink them in so they are not in the way when you sit on the bench. Will still be comfortable. So I'm just sitting on it, just keep it in place, and hubby is drilling. So we will have 4 screws in each of the legs, so it will be nice and sturdy. We had a piece left over, so hubby is making a little stool or side table, whatever you can use it for. Same fashion here. And here I am putting on a natural oak stain to freshen them up a bit. It looks so pretty with that stain on. Such a difference, I think. And here we're putting up the shelf, 1 flat on the wall and 1 on top as a shelf, and it's all level. And I bought the hooks and the brackets from Amazon. I will leave links down in the description if you're interested. So here is how it turned out. It's in the toilet area. The cute little bench, very rustic, I think. Fits right into my spa vision. The chunky screws and with a little basket underneath. And here is the shelf with the hooks and the nice brackets. I like how it turned out. Tell me what you think. For my next DIY, I will make a hook for a towel, and it's so expensive to buy them online. Look at this one, $55 for that. And I will make one. I just cut out a square from a wood plank, and I am sanding it off, rounding the edges with my belt sander. And I'm just working away until I'm happy with the result. And this is how it turned out so far. And I have this hook that I will use, not the same as the original inspiration piece, but it will fit right in our spa. So next thing, I'm going to paint it black in a black satin color, and I applied 2 coats. And I did not put on this hook before we put it on the wall, because I will use the screws that will keep the hook in place to attach it to the wall at the same time. Et voila, here it is, in the toilet area as well, looking very pretty. Black with a touch of gold, perfect in this space. For my third DIY, I will make a coffee filter holder for my daughter's partner. So I have the measurement of a coffee filter. I don't have one myself, but I will use this template here to cut out some pieces of wood. The first one I showed you was the back, and the lower part here is the front. And then something for it to stand on, just a square. So my daughter is here visiting from Sweden, and hubby is helping me to get everything done rapidly. So just cutting out the pieces with the jigsaw. Like that, and then I take the belt sander and sand them off properly around the edges, especially on the base of the coffee filter holder. If you're new to my channel, hi, I am Marika, and on this channel I do lots of DIYs. I do thrift flips, trash to treasure, some woodwork, some dupes, renovation of my home. I even do some pottery and some painting. Please join me, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and join my YouTube family. So as you can see here, we have attached the pieces, and we did that from the bottom like that, 2 screws in each of the pieces. And now I will take my natural oak stain and just put 1 coat of this stain on the entire piece. And I wipe off the excess just with a paper tissue and just set it aside to dry for a bit. And then to the sides, I decided to use some burlap for that. There's some burlap ribbon, which I will attach with some staples, like you see me do here, 2 on each side. And I just fold the burlap a little bit to get a nice finish. I didn't want to put wood in there because it would turn out too chunky. So I decided to go for the burlap so they can keep the coffee filters in place. And the same on the other side, of course. And now for some embellishment, and my daughter decided what to put on here, and it will say Eileen's ritual because she is very fond of her coffee, especially in the mornings. So I just placed them out on my template to see how I need to space the letters, like that, and then I will do my best to put them in place, like that. Didn't work that well, but yeah, you see. But I got the spacing anyway, so I just put them in by hand, the rest of them. So these are not super good adhesive, so I sprayed a little bit of glue spray on top of them, and I will go in with some varnish as well, so I am sure to keep them in place. So next thing I will do is to make a circle here, and then I have sketched out a cup of coffee and a pentagram for the ritual part. Just a little fun embellishment here. And I just sketched it out with a pencil, and now I'm filling it in with a black Sharpie. And the pentagram, you see that it's just in the background. Like that. And once I'm happy with the result, I go over the whole piece with a satin finished varnish. Et voila, here it is, Eileen's ritual. Don't have any coffee filters to show you, but I'm sure you know how that would look like. A sweet little gift. For my fourth and final DIY, I will make a stand for my Japanese lantern. And I was first thinking of using this chunky piece of wood, so I sanded it off and I painted it, but I was not happy with the shape of it. It was too square. So before I changed my mind on that one, I went for the top and the bottom of this stand, and that will be like a hexagon almost, not exact, but 6 sides anyways. And we only had those wood boards to work with, so we are putting 2 and 2 together, and hubby is working the drill here to drill a big chunky hole on the bottom pieces. We will have 2 on the bottom, and then this wooden piece or something else you will see in a second, and then just a tiny hole to fit the cord from the lamp on the top pieces, one bigger and one smaller, as you can see here. This is how it would look. There goes the cord. And a chunkier hole, a bigger hole on the bottom to fit that light socket. And this is what I've decided to use. These are concrete garden pieces, and I will take 2 of them, and I painted them black and a little bit of gold. So now we need to put the pieces together, and we do that with just some metal plaques like that to hold them together. Now putting the smaller piece on top of that one and drill some holes to attach them to each other. So I'm happy with the placement here. Just measuring to be sure. So I'm holding it in place and hubby is drilling the holes like that, and then with the bigger drill bit as well to sink in the screws. So I'm waiting for him to find the right screws for the piece. And here he is, he has returned. It is attached. Perfect. And then to the bottom piece, 2 equal sized pieces. Just attach them together with some screws. Then I put pads on the bottom, like that. Last thing that I will do before we put it all together is to cover the top and the bottom with my natural oak stain. If you like this video and videos like this, consider subscribing. Hit that like button. It will help my channel to grow and I can spend more time creating inspirational content for you. My aim is to upload 1 or 2 videos per week. And here it is, sitting in the spa, looking beautiful with that cast iron lantern on top. I love how it turned out with that black and the wood, and on the other side where I painted gold, you will see what I put there. Look at that. It's my wooden birds. Perfect placement for them, I think. So tell me, what do you think of my creations today? Did you have a favorite? Let me know in the comments. And if you are inspired and want more wood decor ideas, head on over to my description box and hit the link to the playlist of this challenge. Just click and enjoy. Thank you so very much for watching. See you soon again in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye.